Yes, Mike.
Here they are, Captain.
Oh, good.
Everything we took to the Taylor apartment.
Covered all angles, every possible access?
It's all there. Here's a close-up of the word Ann written in blood on the floor. And here is the finger of the victim with the blood.
Yeah, I've seen the lab report. Proves it's definitely the blood of the victim.
That would mean she wrote it herself.
Well, that's a reasonable assumption at this point, but obviously she was trying to identify her assailant before she died. Okay, Mike, would you ask them to send Ann Logan in, please? Ann, why don't you come in and sit down? I'm not going to ask you any questions until your lawyer gets here, Lee Baldwin, but I thought you might be more comfortable here in my office.
I appreciate your kindness.
You're more than welcome. If you'll excuse me, he should be here in a few minutes.
Coming out! Here's your breakfast, man. Speak up, eat up, and get out, because I'm busy.
Well, far be it from me to disturb the carrier of Kelly's.
What's the matter? You want me to taste it first?
No, actually, it looks quite good.
You've had worse in your mouth.
Well, I've eaten here before.
Listen, Robert, man, I'd love to dance with you. You know, it's wonderful. All afternoon I could dance with you, but my card is full. So you come in here, you drop something about Alex. Tell me, what do you mean by Alex's time is running out?
Some coffee, please. Please.
You leave the money?
Touchy.
This guy's in here all the time. Never pays his bill. What about Alex?
I was wondering when you'd tweet. I have a spot of news for you along those lines. Incidentally, how are you coming with the Ice Princess?
Fine.
Well, I mean, no, you couldn't have found it yet.
If I had, I wouldn't tell you.
Oh, look, come on, Luke. I mean, what are we going to do about this Ice Princess thing?
We?
Yeah, we both want it. We're both out to find it.
Yes, we are. But let's make that singular. Let's make that me. Singular me. I'll want it. I'll find it.
Well, I'd be delighted if you did. It'd save me a whole lot of footwork. Give me a whole lot more time that I can devote to Laura. I hope you don't mind if I move in on her.
I've told you before, Laura is a free agent. She is delightfully independent.
I've noticed. I'm absolutely fascinated with her.
I know. You're like a little kid in a candy store, aren't you?
Candy's quite sweet.
Can also rot your teeth. So what do you want? What is this business about, Alex? Please? Let's get back to street level. What about Alex?
I think she's in a spot of bother.
What are you talking about, Robert?
The Cassadines. Yeah, the Cassadines. And that's a whole lot of trouble.
Laura, I want you to deliver this envelope to Dr. Wheeler's apartment, please.
I thought you just said you wanted this letter sent out immediately.
Well, now it looks like I've changed my priorities. But then that's my privilege, being the boss lady. All right.
I'll deliver your envelope.
You don't mind?
No, I don't mind at all.
Well,
Excuse me.
That's wonderful. But be sure you get back in time, Laura, because we have a lot of work to do today.
Yes, I'll remember that.
Good.
What's this, Laura? Are you leaving?
No, I'm just going to run an errand.
I asked Laura to deliver some research papers to Dr. Wheeler.
I thought he had everything he needed.
Not quite everything. Now, are you going to deliver those papers, or am I going to have to mail them to get them there?
I'm going right now.
Good.
I think I'm still in the doghouse.
Oh, what for?
Well, Miss Quartermain was a little bit upset because I came in late for work this morning. Even though it was only a few minutes, and I promised that I would never do it again.
A few minutes late? What's all the fuss about, Alex?
Well, Edward, we do have regulated business hours now, don't we?
You see, I've been helping my mother take care of Diana Taylor's 3-year-old son, and I've been helping out around the house whenever I can.
Well, of course you have.
I'm afraid that my family comes first, even before my job. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Well, maybe I was a bit harsh with Laura.
Perhaps you were, Alex.
But it's just this card from the Cassadines. Edward, it absolutely terrifies me to know that someone was close enough to put this into my pocket.
late.
It's all right, Lee.
Had to get Howard Lansing to cover for me in court. He's been trying to get me a postponement, so I'll be free to help you.
Doesn't seem to make any difference, though, does it?
Now, that is exactly the kind of thing I don't want to hear from you. This is a serious business, Anne.
Well, isn't murder considered a serious business?
Now, look, Captain Ramsey is a cop right down to his toes. He is thorough, and he is tough, and I kid you not, he wouldn't have you here unless he had something very tangible to go on.
You mean proof that I killed Diana?
Yes. Well, what to him is proof? Something he thinks is evidence against you.
Lee, I did not kill Diana.
Well, I'm very glad to hear you say that. Now, we have to convince Captain Ramsey of that, and the way you do that is by telling him everything you know.
I've already told him everything I know, Lee.
Have you really, Anne?
What do you mean?
Now, come on. You lied to him. You know it, I know it, he knows it. Now, Anne, lies, in the long run, only trap you. I've been in this situation before. I know what happens. The suspect lies, maybe just a little lie, an unimportant lie, but in the long run, it trips you up. I mean, you keep trying to cover for it. Lies compound themselves, and believe me, we cannot afford that kind of a mistake here.
Yes. I did lie to Captain Ramsey.
Well, all right. In heaven's name, why? What did you lie about? What are you trying to cover up, huh?
I can't tell you.
All right. You dropped the bomb. Out of your grimy Aussie mouth comes Cassadine. Now, what am I supposed to do with that, Robert?
I thought it might elicit a reaction.
It elicits curiosity. What about him? I'm listening.
You know, of course, they're still in Port Charles.
No, I don't know that.
Well, just because of that close encounter we had the other night, that won't put them off. They're going to hang around here till they get their hands on what we both want.
You know, being with you, every time I'm with you, I walk away, I got this grinding feeling in my guts. Do you know how irritating you are?
Well, stop eating here, then.
I just cook the food, pal. I don't eat it. You're like a wombat. You scurry in, you do your little thing, and you run out and you leave me hungry. Not today, Robert. You've had the salad. Alex's time is running out. You've had the soup. You mentioned the Cassadines. Now, you want to give me the whole rest of the meal? Come on. What are you talking about?
Okay.
You got some information that I don't have, and you are just dying to tell me about it.
Those matched Afghans at the Cassadine zone. Beautiful animals, wouldn't you say?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Right. Beautiful. Especially after they've had a bath.
A bath?
A bath. I'm sure you've probably had one. You know, you really fascinate me. You and your stooge case all around Port Charles looking for these animals, and you look in all the wrong places.
A bath. Of course, grooming parlor.
Wonderful. So quick. Fine like a steel trap.
Absolutely. They've got expensive dogs. They're not going to bath them themselves. They're going to have them get a bath at a grooming parlor, right?
You're not just a pretty face.
Okay, so you got one on me. You found the Afghans.
But not the Cassadines.
No, but you are close.
No. No. They're close. During the Port Charles Day parade, this was slipped into my pocket.
Anthony Cassadine. No appointment necessary.
No invitation?
Who, me? I'm not on the A list.
Well, if you live long enough, I'm sure you will be.
What about Alex? Did she get one of these?
Or Laura? It kind of makes you wonder a bit, doesn't it?
Who's there?
It's Laura Baldwin, Dr. Wheeler.
Laura.
Hi.
What a welcome surprise.
I'm playing messenger again. This is for you from Miss Quartermain.
Well, thank you. Please come in.
Oh, thank you.
Can I take your coat?
Yes. It was nice running into you at the parade. It was nice to see you get out of your apartment.
Yeah, you don't know how I miss people. Just talking to someone, being a normal person.
Must be miserable staying cooped up like this.
Miserable, but necessary. Please, sit down.
Thank you. All this research that you're doing, does it really take so many hours every day?
Well, it's a matter of allocating time. I'm working on various projects.
Oh, I see. You know, I'd really like to know more about what you're doing. I mean, if you can't tell me.
Would you really?
Yes. If you want to know the absolute truth, I am dying of curiosity. I mean, I have these fantasies that you're creating some kind of an earth-shaking invention that's going to make it rain or it's going to stop gravity.
Nice. A beautiful woman who has a sense of humor.
Thank you. But I am serious, though. I really would like to know more about what you're doing.
Well, basically, I'm a chemist. That's all there is to it. I've spent my life experimenting with, let's say, unusual chemical formulations. So there. Now you have my secret. Just a lot of dull paperwork and calculations.
Which all fits neatly under that mysterious heading of science.
Or, more exactly, scientific analysis. That's all there is to it, Laura. So it's not nearly as intriguing as you first thought, huh?
No, I still find it fascinating. Although, I'm not sure I'll ever understand how your work could possibly be connected with a business enterprise that deals in international finance.
Alex Quartermain has an unusual flair for getting involved with almost everything.
And don't you understand? I just can't help you if you persist in this secrecy of yours.
Leah, I'm sorry. I can't talk about it. I just can't. I'm sorry.
Well, all right. For what it's worth, I don't believe you killed Diana Taylor. I don't believe you could. Maybe it'll help you to know that much.
Thank you.
So I'm going to have to resort to my intuition as a lawyer. And that tells me that people lie to protect themselves, you know, or to protect someone else, someone very close to them, someone they love. I think maybe that's what you were doing when you lied to Detective Ramsey. Is that right, Anne? Are you trying to protect someone else?
I told you, Lee, I can't say anything more. Please.
Hello, Lee.
Hello, Captain.
I thought you'd like a few minutes with Ann before the three of us talk.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ann, I want you to know that I'm as concerned as your attorney is that your rights are not violated.
I understand.
Now I must tell both of you that witnesses have come forward to say that they saw Ann at the scene of the crime just about the time of the murder.
Is that the tangible proof you're talking about?
You just answer questions now, no comments.
In light of these witnesses, Lee, I think that maybe we can expedite matters.
In what way?
Well, I would like your client to submit to a police lineup.
Oh, Bert, is that necessary? Come on.
Counselor, you know that it is.
And a lineup means you have to face these so-called witnesses, see if they can identify you.
I know what it is.
All right, my client will submit to your lineup.
Thank you. And believe me, I'm not very happy if I have to press charges against you. Maybe this lineup will work to your advantage. Maybe it'll prove that you're telling the truth, that these witnesses have made a false identification.